Okay, so here's the deal. For a very long time, I was really interested in politics. I followed every debate, I read all the news articles, and then we reelected George W. Bush. And when that happened, the part of my brain that cares about politics broke, and now I don't care about much of anything. So I really don't like talking about politics. However, now Donald Trump has won the presidency, and people are losing their minds. I am an American living in Sweden, and Swedes do not understand American politics, so that makes me like the unofficial spokesperson for America. Anytime a Swede has a question, or a concern, or a complaint, or an insult, I'm the one who has to hear it. I also see that a lot of my American friends are also losing their minds, this time about the Electoral College. I have had to explain and defend this system so many times over the last week, I thought I would make this video, in the hopes that I don't have to say it again. So let's start at the beginning. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. Yes, she did. She won the popular vote. Congratulations, hey, yay, Hillary. But the popular vote does not decide the presidency. It never has. That is not our system. The popular vote decides the Electoral College. The Electoral College puts in the president. Most Americans wanted Clinton, but most of America wanted Trump, and that is why he won. If we only had a popular vote, then people on the East Coast and West Coast would decide every election. The millions of people living in the middle of the country would have no power whatsoever. And maybe that's okay for you. Okay, cool. But don't say you support democracy. That is not democracy. The Electoral College means that all votes from all states matter. Now many of you are asking the Electoral College to support the loser of this election, which is unprecedented and also unconstitutional. Trump has been saying all along that the system is rigged against him. Do you really want to prove him and all of his supporters right? Are you ready for that fallout? And by the way, if it was the other way around and Trump had won the popular vote, but not the election, you would not be complaining today. In politics, majority is not about numbers. It's about power. There's an old saying that a pure democracy is two wolves and a sheep deciding what to have for dinner. If you are not a straight white man, you are the sheep of this story. So be happy for the system that we have, that you have any voice at all. And your voice is getting stronger every year. Here's another way to look at it. Trump did not win this election. Clinton lost it. The same way that George W. Bush did not win his first election, Al Gore lost it. Enough with, oh, Bush stole the first election. No, he didn't steal a thing. It came down to one state. It never should have been that close. In both of these elections, the Democrats should have had a better candidate who would have won. Who should have won. We are talking about Bush and Trump. Also, enough with Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders had no chance of winning either. If you really think that an old, idealistic Jewish man could have done better after 8 years of an idealistic black man, keep enjoying that marijuana. At least you voted for that. Trump won because people are tired of ideals and nice ideas and high hopes and the idea of change without actual change and still more of the same. People are tired of politics as usual, which is why Trump beat all of his competitors and became the Republican nominee in the first place. And now we have Republicans controlling the presidency and Congress and soon the Supreme Court. It's gonna suck. But if we're lucky and Democrats get their shit together, they can take back Congress in 2 years. At which point, we can get back to politics as usual. Obstruction, obstruction, obstruction. Hooray, America! And Swedes, stop telling me how much better politics is in this country compared to America. I know you can't help but tell me. I know you're so excited to tell me, but I've had the same conversation 1,000 times and I'm ready to blow my fucking brains out because it always goes the same way. One of you says, oh, you know, in America, you only have 2 parties. So when you vote, you choose between this party or that party. But here in Sweden, we have many parties. So when we vote, we choose between this alliance or that alliance. Wow, you're right. That sounds so different and better. Yeah. Enjoy your Starbucks. You're welcome, Sweden. Politics in America and politics in Sweden are exactly the same shit. Exactly the same. We had 4 major candidates for president this year. 4 parties. We have many more besides. It is true, yes, that really only 2, maybe 3 actually matter. That is accurate. But let's say it is just 2. Let's say it's just Democrats and Republicans, right? So we got Democrats here on the left. Some are way to the left, but most are in the middle. Republicans on the right, some are way to the right, but most are here in the middle. That's why nothing ever gets done. Does this sound familiar? So, to sum up, I am really tired of this subject, as you can see. So if you are still confused, then educate yourselves. Don't expect me to do it anymore. I only want to tell you jokes about my dick.